Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, we had discussed about the NAT gateway and NAT instance, where we had used and everything we had discussed in the last session. And in the current session, we are going to discuss about the one more important topic, that is NACL. What is NACL? Network Access Control List. The name itself suggests it will control the network access. Network access control list means it has the list of rules. So based on the list of rules, it will control the access to the network. It will be called as a network ACLs. Okay. So in this section, we are going to discuss about what is NACL and how the rules will be and where we are going to use this NACL. Everything we are going to cover both theoretically and practically in this current session. Okay, first of all, we can jump into the which session? Theoretical session. Just please have a look on this. The NACL is a virtual firewall which operates at the subnet level. Means up to now you had seen subnet security group. So whenever I had created a security group where I am going to attach, the security group will be attached to the instance. But whenever I had created the NACL where I am going to attach, it will be at the subnet level. Just please have understand the basic difference between the NACL and the security group. Okay, the NACL is a virtual firewall. Means what is mean by firewall? The firewall is the protection layer which provides the security to the VPC. Means not only VPC, it will provide the security to the resources which we had created in our network. That is the main purpose of the firewall. Okay, firewall. What is the purpose of firewall? Firewall is used to secure or protect the resources in our network. Okay, and NACL is a stateless firewall. Means I will show the diagram, then you will get a better understanding. Suppose in this concept I had created some of the EC2 instances in this public subnet and the security group which makes allow all traffic. In that scenario, whenever any user has sent a request to these instances, the request will be reach out this EC2 instances, and once this EC2 the traffic has been reached, the EC2 instance will send the response to the requester. Means once in security groups what we are providing, we only provide the allow rules only. So once the allow rules has been allowed, then automatically the return traffic will be allowed. That means it is a stateful firewall. But the coming to the scenario of NACL, suppose if I allow one thing, then for the return of the same traffic, I need to create the explicit rule. The explicit rule is nothing but the mandatory rule. Suppose if I allow one person, then I need to allow the same person to outward that. Otherwise, he will not able to come outside. In the technical term, if I am allowing the incoming traffic and I need to create the gateway to go into the outward traffic, I need to open the ports. That is a basic difference. That's why we can call as a NACL will be called as a stateless firewall. Okay, the default NACL will allow all the inbound and outbound traffic. Just please have a look. As we, by seeing this VPC, just please have a look. So I have the two VPCs. The first one is default VPC and the second one is my first VPC. If you listen the first class, then you will get the clarity on this. Just if you didn't visit the first class, just please make sure you must and should visit the first class, not the first class, before of this class. Then if you're seeing this class, then you will get the better understanding. Okay, and this is the VPC which I had created in the earlier session. Okay, in this VPC I didn't had any created any NACL, but it will be created automatically. In my first VPC I have two subnets, so that's why the same has been replicated here. So by default all the traffic will be allowed. So how the traffic will be allowed? Based on the rules. Suppose this is the rule priority value, the rule number. So whenever any request arises, first of all, it will check from the lower number to the highest number. Here in this, the star indicates the highest number and 100 is the number. The lowest number has the highest priority and the highest number has the lowest priority. Whenever any request arises, the NACL, what it will do, it will check from the lowest number to the highest number. In the meanwhile, if it found the appropriate rule, then it will execute. Otherwise, it won't. Okay. Right now, the star is the highest number and the 100 is the least number, not the least number. When compared to star, the 100 is low. When compared to star, any number is low. Okay. Just by default, NACL will allow all the inbound traffic and all the outbound traffic. Suppose if I had created any customized NACL, it will never ever allow any incoming traffic and any outgoing traffic. Just please have a look. I am going to duplicate this one. As I already created one EC2 instance in the public subnet, and this VPC has the, and this VPC is associated with default VPC, which I didn't had created. So default VPC, what it will do, it will allow all inbound and outbound traffic by default. Okay. I am going to just open the okay. This is the mission which I had opened, and this is the mission which I had created in the public subnet. Okay, just please have a look at this. If you still have confusion, just please have a look. The 55.154. Just please open the same and go to EC2 service. So that's why I recommended you, before seeing the session, just please see the before session, then you will get the better understanding. Okay, just click on the running instances, then you can see, you can find here how many EC2 instances are running here. It is a web server, and the web server has been created in the public subnet, and this has the IP 55.154. Okay, is the same IP 55.154? Yes, exactly. So will I be able to communicate? Yes. Just open the browser and try to access anything. Then you will get the browsing, means the default NACL will allow all the inbound traffic as well as all the outbound traffic. So right now my VPC is associated with the default NACL. So just we will have a look on this. How is that working fine or not? Right now I had associated the default NACL has been associated. So that's why I will be able to communicate, means I will be able to get the browsing because of why? I didn't have created any customized NACL and I didn't put any restrictions. So that's why. Okay, start browsing, and it's loading. The machine will be little bit slow because of I had created the T2 type of T2 micro instance, so that's why it will become little bit slow. Yes. Suppose google.com. Yes, I will be able to browse. Okay, I hope you got my point. Just please have a look. And in new customer, if I had created any new or custom NACL, no inbound and outbound traffic will be allowed by default. And we can associate multiple subnets with a single NACL. Even though I have the multiple subnets in my VPC, I will be able to associate all those multiple subnets with the single NACL. Okay. So, and just please have a look on this security group. The security group operates at instance level, and it is a stateful firewall. Means whenever I had allowed the incoming traffic, the outgoing traffic will be automatically allowed by default. Okay. Support only allow rules. There is no outbound rules are there in security group. Before allowing the all rules will be processed. Means if any if any request has been raised before allowing the traffic, the all rules will be processed. This is the condition. Okay. And as you know, the NACL operates at the subnet level, and it is a stateless firewall. Means we need to create the mandatory outbound rules to allow the return traffic. Means suppose I had enabled the RDP, but suppose if I had raised one request through RDP, so it will reach the server. But whenever the server needs sends a response to the requester, at the time it will deny the outward traffic. So at the time I need to open the ports, but I don't know if I open the 3309 that the port is related to the RDP, it will not return the traffic through the same port. It will allow the any port, that may be FRML ports, we can call as FRML ports. So the incoming port number, the outgoing port number will not be same. Suppose my incoming traffic will comes through the port number 3309, which is default for RDP, but while returning the traffic, it will not use the same port number. We have the set of FRML ports. If you want, you can refer to the AWS documentation to get the series of FRML ports. Okay. And just please have a look. The based on the which is here the all traffic, the protocol is all, the port range is all, source from internet, allow means from internet all ports with all protocols, all traffic has been allowed. Okay, this is the inbound rule. And if you open the outbound, destination means from the EC2 instances, all traffic through all ports will be allowed to the destination, means internet. Means by default all the incoming traffic and all the outgoing traffic will be allowed. Suppose I am going to create the NACL. The create NACL customized underscore NACL. Okay, and the VPC is the my first VPC, and just create the customized VPC. Okay, I have created my customized VPC. So I need to associate na subnet association, edit subnet association. I am going to click on the public. Okay, fine. How many subnets I want? I can, that many subnets I can be associated with a single NACL. That is the concept. Right now I had associated the NACL with the public subnet. Up to now my machine will be able to access internet. But once I had associated the NACL with the public subnet, is it will be allowed? No. Just please have a look on the inbound rules. The all traffic means from internet all the traffic will be blocked. If you observe outbound rules from EC2 instance, this is the outbound traffic from the EC2 instances. All the traffic from all the ports will be denied. So that's why earlier I will be able to access through RDP, but right now if I want to access the same, just place RDP, just paste the IP and just click on connect. Earlier if I trying to connect to the EC2 instances which has been created in the public subnet with the public IP, immediately it will ask my user credentials, username, password, means it will be able to communicate. But once the customized NACL will be associated with the public subnet, then it will deny, because by default the customized NACL will never allow incoming traffic as well as outbound traffic. Okay, I need to make some changes. Okay, how I will do? I need to make some just edit inbound rules. Okay, add one rule. The priority number is 1 and the port, the destination. So right now I am going to create the outbound rules. Okay, outbound rules means the destination is 0.0.0. Okay, all traffic. Okay, the priority rule 1 will be executed. All the traffic to the destination will be allowed. Okay, because of I don't know the list of the ephemeral ports, instead of enabling the one by one port, if I enable all the traffic, then by default it will be do like that only. So if I enable all the outbound rules, then whatever the traffic which has been come inside of my VPC, then automatically the outbound traffic will be enabled, will be allowed, will be means my web server will be able to respond to the user requests. Okay, inbound, just have a look on the inbound rules. In outbound rules, I had get the outbound rule. In inbound rules, just check inbound rule, add one rule. The one has been already used, so that's why I'm using the rule number 2. And the customer is not customized. The source is from internet. All traffic means from anywhere from internet, all the traffic will be allowed. So it will be executed. Fine. Right now, try to access the same. The EC2 instance, just copy the IP, RDP. Just connect. Right now I will be able to connect because I just opened. Still if you have doubt, just I have the password with me. Just copy the password and enter here. Then you will be able to access the RDP desktop, because of in NACL I had edited the rules which will makes I will be able to access the server through RDP. Okay, suppose if you think, if I block the outbound rule, means suppose what I will do, I will make it as a 3 and add one rule. The first rule will be all traffic. Here outbound rules, the first priority rule will be all traffic will be deny. Save changes. Means in inbound rules, just if you check, star is the lowest number, 2 is the priority number. So here the status has been allowed. But if you check here, where you are checking in outbound rules, 1 is big or 3 is big. Obviously 3 is big. What we had said, the number, whenever the rule number is with the highest number, it has the lower priority. Whenever the lower number, it has the highest priority. So which number will be executed first? The first number will be executed. Here what I had mentioned, it will allow the all traffic, means it will deny the all traffic. Suppose means if I raise a RDP request, it will reach the server, and if the server sent the response to me, it will block. Means obviously the two-way communication will never happen. At the time I am not able to communicate with the instance which has been created in the public subnet because of this blockage. Just please have a look. It will be disconnected. Earlier if I try to access the same, just do the same RDP. Okay, sorry, RDP. So right now, will I be able to communicate? Yes, even though it will try to access the same, but it will not get the response from the server. So that's why it will be denied. Okay, I will do one thing. So again, I am going to add the inbound rules. I am going to change the rules. This is 3, this is 1. Mean the first number will be executed now. It will allow. Okay, 4. Okay, just right now, just please click on connect. Then right now it will ask now, means right now I will be able to communicate. So in this way, the NACL will work out. So if I want to put any restrictions, if you want to restrict any IP to be accessed, if you want to block any particular IP to access, like that, if you have any different kind of scenarios, in that different scenarios, NACL can be used accordingly. Okay. And one more thing I just want to show to you. In the earlier session, I had created the NAT gateways. So the NAT gateway is a chargeable basis and it is not the free tier eligible. So that's why you need to delete. So the delete NAT gateway and just simply delete. Then the NAT gateway will be deleted. So if you delete the NAT gateway, then automatically the elastic IP will be deleted? No, not at all. The elastic IP still will execute in our account only. Just please have a look. Still it is there? Yes. It is unallocated to anything. Just what I will do, just click here and release elastic IP. Just please have a read. The following address cannot be released because they are associated. Remove the associated by using actions. Deassociate the public IP. NAT instance. Okay. It is showing it has been already allocated one of the resource. If I want to delete the if I want to release the IP address, first of all I need to detach from that resource. Then only I will be able to delete it. Okay. As I already deleted the NAT gateway, so that's why I just need to click here once again. Okay, just check the NAT gateway. Still it is taking time. So it is still in the delete state only. So just now it has been deleted. Okay, just go to elastic IP and release. No, it's not at all updated. And suppose you are allocating elastic IP to one of the resources. Suppose your requirement has been changed. You need to disconnect the IP from that resource and the same IP has been want to allocate to the another resource which is in the same account. So what you will do, you just need to select the IP and deassociate elastic IP address. Once it has been deassociated with that resource, you can associate that elastic IP address to any other resources as per your requirement. Suppose if you want to delete any elastic IP at that time, what you will do, first of all you need to deassociate that elastic IP address. Once it has been deassociated with from any other from any resource, then you need to release that elastic IP address. Then only it will be go from your account. Okay, still it is not reflected because if I delete the NAT gateway, it will take some time to get it replicated. Okay, it's deleted. Fine. I just need to go to the elastic IP and release the elastic IP. Okay, friends, it will take some time. It will once it has been enabled, I can be able to release this elastic IP. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed my session. Thank you. We'll meet up with the next topic. Thank you for joining session. Bye bye.